Hi everyone, my name is Josh Rosenberg, and with colleagues, I've been studying how schools and school districts use social media for some time. In the course of studying how schools and school districts use their Facebook pages, we noticed that many posts highlighted students, doubtlessly a good thing, but we also noticed that many of these students included the personally identifiable information of students. This was concerning to us because in many cases, these posts were strictly publicly accessible, which means that you could go to the page through your web browser without even being logged into Facebook, and you could see these posts with their photos and accompanying information. My colleagues and I used a large sample of posts and some data mining methods to determine that more than 4.9 million posts included photos of one or more students. And of those 4.9 million posts that included photos of one or more students, around 726,000 also included students' first and last names. We think this is concerning and notable for several reasons. Even if a very small proportion, 1% or 1/10% or 1/100%, lead to some kind of threats to students' privacy, the number of students who might be impacted could be quite large. In addition, we know from prior research that government agencies, foreign and domestic, companies, including predictive policing companies, and others with nefarious intent access public social media data for a range of purposes well beyond what schools and districts and students and their parents would like. We think that one implication of our research is that we should shift some attention away from how individuals, especially adolescents, use social media, to also considering some of the downsides associated with institutional uses of social media. We have several suggestions for school leaders based on our research. One is to make public pages private. This doubtlessly adds a step. The administrators of these pages would have to approve anyone who wishes to follow them, but it would also make it much harder for large-scale data collection of students' personally identifiable information to take place. We also suggest clarifying with parents two things. First, how they can opt out of their child's information being shared through social media while maybe being opted in to other forms of sharing, and also making it possible for parents to request for information about their child to be removed from social media accounts if they wish, even if it's at a later date. A small step, too, that we suggest, regardless of other steps taken, is to refrain from posting students' full name. So posting only their first name or their first name and their last initial, and along with that, potentially avoiding posting portrait photos. For students and parents, we encourage both of you to be empowered to reach out to your school and district and to make sure that they're sharing information about you that you're comfortable with. Some scholars have focused on what's been known as sharenting, including sharenting by teachers. This is the phenomenon of people other than a child's parent sharing information about their student. While this research has documented how other parents and even individual teachers might inadvertently share students or a child's information against a parent's wishes, no research has examined how institutions, schools and districts might be doing something similar. So our research shifts the focus a little bit from individual sharing to how institutions might also have a fiduciary responsibility for protecting the privacy of students.